Graniola. This is the Graniola channel, and I'd like to tell you a folk tale. The moon has been the subject of many folk tales. Quite often it's used as a symbol for rebirth. Although it is quite often given female characteristics, in this story the moon is a man. The moon and his dogs. The moon has a very difficult job. He must stay awake in the dark for the whole night while everyone else is sleeping. You probably already knew this, but even though it looks like he's always in the same place, he has to move across the entire sky every single night. This may not sound difficult, but believe me, it's much harder than just running straight across from one side to the other. Plus, this is an extremely stressing job in that it not only takes great concentration and control, but at the same time he has to be very quiet. You know how quiet it is at nighttime. So, the moon decided that it would help him to have a few pets to keep him company while he was doing his job every night. He needed quiet pets, so he got 3 snakes. Each snake was a different color, and he called them his dogs. I don't know why he called them dogs, but they were his pets, so I guess he can call them whatever he likes. It calmed him to see the 3 of them slither around and play. One night the moon was shining down on a very large river, and he saw some men with a boat ready to cross. He politely asked the men if they would take his dogs across to the other side. The men answered that they did not want to because they were afraid that the snakes would bite them. The moon said there's nothing to worry about, and then he threw a piece of wood down into the big river, and they all watched as it resurfaced. He assured the humans that if either of them was bitten by one of his dogs, or as they called them, his snakes, they were quite right in worrying that they would probably die. However, just like the wood bobbing back, he would bring them back to life instantly. Neither of them looked completely convinced, so he paused and gave them time to appreciate the concept, and then he threw a rock into the river. The rock sank to the bottom. "You see," said the moon, again in a soft tone of voice, "if you do not help my dogs in the way that I asked, then you could die and not rise up again to life." The men were very much afraid and did not move from the shore to their boat. This drove the moon into a rage, and he made a quick, low lunge toward earth and picked up his 3 snakes in one gesture with the bottom curve of his big head. In seconds, he deposited all 3 safely on the other side of the river. Next, he turned back to the 2 men and told them that because they had refused to help him, when they died, they would stay forever dead. This is a tale that has been retold many times, and because of it, lots of people still, to this day, are very much afraid of snakes. It's hardly surprising that on a continent that has about 170 species of land snakes, including some of the most venomous in the world, stories about that reptile would be passed down. This is a tale that is told in Australia.